Hi guys, how you doing? Give me a second. I just want to check that everything is running on Facebook. Oh, this is interesting. This is new. New updates. Anyway, once it loads, then cool. Okay, let me just add this. And then that should be good. Sweet. Okay. Hi. Hey. How you doing? So if you weren't on my email list, or if you didn't check the email yet, I sent out an email to everyone on my list to say, hey, are you interested in learning about how to create and launch a profitable ebook? Because I've been getting so many questions about how to create an ebook, write an ebook, design an ebook, sell an ebook. So I was like, oh, maybe I should do like a training on it. And if I got enough interest in the training, I would then do it. And also, interest in a course, because I was considering creating a course on it. And if I got enough interest in the course, then I'd do like a little free training for you guys on on 3 ideas, 3 ways that you can find a profitable ebook idea. I apologize, there's a plane about to fly over my house. And so got enough interest. Oh wow, all the sounds want to happen today. So I got quite a lot of interest, which is great, which means here I am with the training. I'm just gonna wait for this plane to fly over because it's so loud. Let me have a drink. The planes, because Rotorua is such a small town, the planes fly really low under the clouds, so they can get really loud. Okay, anyway, so I'm creating the course, and in the course it's going to be 4 weeks long. There's 4 modules. The first one is going to be all about research, finding your profitable idea, not just like a generic idea, but like making it really juicy and really specific, you know, not generic like how to photography for bloggers, right? How to take photographs as a blogger. It can be like really specific to, say, food bloggers or something like that, like how to find your idea and the places that you can find it, where your audience is, in order to be able to create an ebook that's going to be profitable and sellable. The second module will be all about writing the actual ebook. My process for outlining any product, which I do automatically now. I don't really have to do the whole like laid out process, but it's a good place to start, and then you can just do it automatically. And then the actual writing process and like my tips for it, because you know me, I'm all about not being complicated. So I like to do things like fast and simple and straightforward. And so you don't need to write a 200-page ebook. Like my first ebook was 25 pages long, and it was mostly screenshots. And I sold that for $25 at its highest, and it made 30 grand in the first year. It doesn't have to be complicated. So that's what the second module is all about. The third module will be all about designing your ebook and how to do that for free. Because I love ebooks, they're just so easy to make. Like, you don't need a ton of tech. Like, most of the things are free that you use to create it. It's just time that you need to invest. So it will be all about designing and how to use that. Like, if you wanted to design your whole ebook in Canva, like how to do that. And then the fourth module will all be about launching your ebook, like how to launch it, how to make sure you make money from it, how to then keep making money from it after you've launched it, and how to set up passive income streams to continue to make money from it forever. And this is like what I've done, is how I've been able to make 30 grand in the first year from my first ebook, and like how I've been able to go on to make over 100 grand just from ebooks alone in my business. So that's what the course will be about. Now, getting into the actual training. 3 ways that you can build a I just went like total numbing bit there. First, if you want to go on the wait list to join the course, so like I got way ahead of myself. If you want to go on the wait list to join the course, like when I launch it, which is going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m, click the link below and sign up to the wait list. The first 100 people will get the course for $97, the first 100. After that, will go to $147. And then once the launch closes, the course will be then its full price of $297. So if you want to be one of the first 100 to get the course for only $97, click the link below and sign up, and you'll be notified tomorrow when it goes live. Okay, now to the training. Now, okay, 3 ways to find your profitable ebook idea. Number 1, Pinterest. Pinterest is an amazing tool for research, and it's a visual tool as well, and I love visual tools. So how I do this when I'm researching an idea is I use the search bar, right? So say like you are looking, say you want to do an ebook on like vegetarian recipes or something like that. And so you'll go to the search bar and you might write veggie or vegetable or vegetarian. And then what's going to pop down is a bunch of different keywords and phrases that people, like that are the most common thing that people search for on Pinterest. So when I had a look yesterday, there were some normal ones like vegetarian recipes, like easy vegetarian recipes, vegetarian recipes for kids. So I saw that a lot of people were looking for these specific types of recipes on Pinterest for that. So when I clicked into one of them, I think the one I clicked into was like vegetable snacks or something. It wasn't vegetarian, it was like vegetable snacks. And then all these different snack ideas came up for like people who want to have more of a vegetable based diet or vegetarian based diet. And in that there were a ton of different recipes in there that I could see people loved, like people clicked, like it's a what do you call it? It's a popular topic. Like there is a demand there because there is like more, like a lot of content there. If you were searching for something and there wasn't much content on it, that would tell me that there is not that much interest. Like it could tell me that there's not that much interest on the actual topic, or there's not interest on that particular platform. Therefore, I wouldn't mark it on that platform if I created an ebook about that topic, right? So that's one thing you can do on Pinterest. Also, when you like, say you search for your term, which is vegetarian recipes, and then you go into looking at all the different types of vegetarian recipes, you'll see the different kinds of posts that there are. Some might not just be on like just vegetarian recipes. It might be vegetarian recipes for children, for vegetarian recipes for lactose intolerant people. And so looking at the different types of images or posts or search terms will give you an indication of like specific terms you can have and specific ways that you could position your ebook to your market, rather than being just generic that like every other person and their dog will have an ebook about like vegetarian recipes. You can find like a really good specific niche in those search terms of what you could direct your ebook at, or like different ideas. Like say you want to do one for kids and then teenagers, and then maybe nurses or busy mums or professionals. Like you could make an ebook specific to this type of person if you found like a few of those in the search terms, right? So that's one way you can do it. Pinterest. The second way is on Amazon.com. So this isn't like a search term based thing, although you could do that, and I have done it like for research and recommend to do it, but that's not what I'm teaching about specifically today. That's what I'll teach more on in the course. The second one is Amazon reviews. So when you go, like you will obviously have like an idea of what you want to create your ebook around, right? Like some kind of topic, something that you know, because if you're trying to create an ebook on something that you have no idea about, that's just like, that's not what I want to help you do. You already know the topic that you want to teach on. It's just like how to package that essentially. Amazon reviews. There will no doubt be books in your industry, in your niche, that you will be talking on the same topic around, right? And so what I want you to do is find like 5 books that are related to the topic that you want to talk about, and then you're going to read the reviews on these books. Hopefully there will be a lot of reviews. Like, I'd rather you find like popular authors or like well-known authors, because they'll have a lot of reviews, and in the reviews you will find a lot of really good nuggets of like more information or specific information that people are looking for on this topic. So say if you read a review, they're like, I love this book, I love this part and this part and this part, that tells you, okay, cool, I can like maybe talk on this specific topic and like give it my spin, maybe add a bit more. And then in the reviews, if they also say, I wish it had more on this, I would have loved to learn more about this, this would have been interesting if it could have been elaborated on or something like that. That's like the golden little nuggets that you can take and format into your ebook and actually help a lot more people from that. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is Facebook groups. Facebook groups are awesome for research, for market research, but you have to make sure you are in the right Facebook group. And the only way to know if you are in the right Facebook group is if you have been in it for a long time and you've been relatively active in it. And because like you're not going to know if your audience is there unless you have had time to observe what a Facebook group is like. Because I've been in some Facebook groups and I'm just like, wow, this is not where my audience is. Like, these are really petty people. Because you know the type of Facebook groups I'm talking about. So you need to just have a bit of time there. I would imagine you've been in some of those Facebook groups, and you know which ones you kind of gravitate towards more. And the ones that you're active in will always tell you that is where your niche is, because you feel more comfortable to be active in there. They're like, right now, other than my own group, there are like 2 Facebook groups that I'm active in, like I'm actually active in, and one of them is paid, one's like an actual business mastermind Facebook group, and the other one isn't related to business at all, it's something totally different. Those are the groups that I'm active in. So first things first, I want you to figure out which group your audience is actually in. You'll be able to tell by the ones that you're active in, but if you're not active in any groups, then you need to have time to observe which group would have your audience based on how you feel about it and the kind of things that they're talking about and what they're asking for help with, right? So, in saying that, then, once you find the group, look at the different types of things people are posting about. Like, what are they struggling with? What are the questions that are coming up? What are they what is the thing that they seem to always be having trouble with? Oh, a good group, even though I didn't really, like, I had to leave it because I just found it too much. If you are in like the online business space, Teachable was and like you love Teachable, the group was a really good place to find a lot of the things people were struggling with. Like, it was just constant complaints in this group, and like for real beginner people, but it was awesome for anyone who wanted to like take all that information and create it and like format it into an ebook or whatever, right? So if you want to teach on Teachable, there's a great low-hanging fruit tip for you there. So that's what I mean. Like, listen to the people in the group. What are they talking about? What are they asking about? Is it related to your niche? Can you spin this in a way that is different? Do you have the information on what they're asking for? Or like, you might even find that there are some things that they're asking about that you never even thought about at all. That helps you, and like you can even ask them more questions about what they're wanting to know. Like actually, there's another group that I just started being active in, but I'm still like not 100%. This woman, she said that she was having, like, over the Christmas period, she made like 3 sales from her, I guess, dog cookie products. But since then, the same method she's been using, she hasn't made any more sales. And I asked her, I was like, okay, well, like, what's the problem? And she said, people keep abandoning the cart. And I was like, do you have an abandoned cart process? And she's like, no, I use Wix. I'm like, Wix is literally the worst platform you could use if you want to like be able to track data and figure out where people are like, where you're losing people in the sales process. Because I asked her, like, what page are they clicking out of? Have you gone through the sales process yourself? Do you know do you know if everything's in order? Do you know your conversion rates? She didn't know any of this. So if I wanted to then create like a ebook about the sales process and how to make sure that it's converting well, asking these questions and realizing she doesn't know any of this is a great way for me to know that that is the content that I need to be putting in the ebook, right? So those are my 3 tips. I realize I have so much more, but those more tips will be in the actual course itself. So if you want to go on the wait list for when I launch that tomorrow, click the button. Other than that, that's more than enough information that you need to be able to like have a profitable ebook idea, like more than enough. To be honest, like I wouldn't, if it's your very first ebook, I would say, yes, spend the time understanding the process of like trying to find something that is going to be profitable. And profitable for me usually means specific on what it is. So my first ebook, it was called How to Make Your First Affiliate Sale in 24 Hours on Pinterest. That was that was my first baby, my first baby ebook, and it was so specific. And it sold like crazy because it was specific. It wasn't just how to make your first affiliate sale. It was how to make your first affiliate sale in 24 hours on Pinterest. I then cut off the Pinterest part because it was just too long to fit into like a title. But because of the title alone, it sold like crazy. And like that's the first thing that people see when they see your ebook. So you want to make sure that you are communicating very clearly exactly what it is that you are offering, because you only have one shot really. So that's why I say, like in the beginning, have a really specific title, even if it is like what would be an article title, like how to make your first affiliate sale in 24 hours, how to create a week's worth of vegetarian recipes for children under 5 in a week. You know, that's going to sell. That's going to stick out to a mother who is busy as fuck and needs to have like recipes done for a whole week. That's going to stick out to someone who wants to learn how to make affiliate sales on Pinterest as soon as possible without all the fluff. That's going to speak to your customer. So a few more extra nuggets there. But yes, that's all for me today. If you, like I said, again, want to join the waitlist and be one of the first 100 people to get the course for $97 tomorrow, click the link below to go on the wait list and I'll let you know. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope these tips helped you. If you have any questions, just chuck them in the questions box below. Okay, my love.